What is up, guys? Nick here again. In this video, I'll be walking you through the basics of really understanding and identifying the making of a great listing. Our goal here is ultimately to drive sales, so we'll be picking apart several listings and brands that I do think a fantastic job with regards to their listing setup and optimization. We'll also be breaking apart a couple listings that I do think do a terrible job of their listing setup and optimization. My goal for you at the end of this lesson is I want you to develop a keen eye for differentiating between a bad, underutilized listing versus a good one. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I always like to use Anchor as a standard for a solid Amazon brand. Now, a lot of you might not know this, but Anchor has grown to become a $500 million plus company, and they sell only on Amazon. It's honestly likely that you've probably bought some of their products. I know I have, and with good reason. Their marketing and branding is spectacular, and their listings really are top notch. So let's start with this one. I always like to, when I'm looking at a listing, I always like to start with the title. Now here you can see they've really done a good job of stacking the most important and broadest key term in the front. So portable charger, and it's clearly the targeted keyword, and they continue to stack words like power bank throughout the title. They also include the output, which phones they're targeting. This is a good example of stacking primary keywords within the title and making sure that you're targeting the proper ones. If you look down here, you can see they're utilizing all 5 of the bullets. So I do think personally they could probably do a better job. I know the limit is about 200 characters or so, 100 to 200 characters per bullet, but they could definitely do a better job of stacking here. But then again, they are Anchor. They probably have a huge email list that they're driving here. Regardless, they are answering a lot of questions within the bullets. It seems like they have quite a few keywords here, and they're taking advantage of all the available space beyond the character count in the bullet section. Now let's look at the images. So here we can see the images. They are using all images available to them. The main image is very clear. It takes up a lot of space, and it's cropped closely so you can see all features. You can even see the plugs from a distance. And if you look through every single secondary image, it answers a lot of questions. They're using infographics, they're using text to basically answer questions that people might have. Here you can see they're talking about how much this product weighs. It shows a use case. It's travel ready, slim and compact. If we keep going, another feature, it charges fast, and it shows it actually happening, a lifestyle image, along with little badges that actually support what features it has. Here, same thing, it shows the voltage, it shows a comparison between different devices that it could be used against, and it even shows how many days this product can power your phone. So this is great. I mean, this is probably a natural question that comes up for customers. They answer it here in their images. Really, I think, guys, what you should be going for is you want to make sure that your images alone can sell your product. Now, if someone looks at this product without even knowing the price, let's just assume they're buying based off of images alone. You want them to feel confident that this is the right image, right product that they should buy. Look, a dimensions image right here. They had a couple lifestyle images that I scrolled through. And here, more dimensional images, and they include the weight here again, just to drive the point home how much this product weighs. And over here, they have a top-down shot of everything that's included. Also another great idea of what kind of image you should be doing for your secondary images. So yeah, this is awesome. They did a great job with their images. All right, let's keep going down. All right, special offers and promotions. So I will be touching on this section later on in the optimization or post-launch optimization section. But just to briefly touch on this right now, this is a great section to drive higher conversions on your listing. This is something you should definitely take advantage of. You can go into your Seller Central, you go to advertising, click on promos, and you can actually set up promos that cross-sell your other related products. So over here, let's see what product they've merchandised with it. So you can buy another product from Capsule, somewhat related. I wouldn't say the most related, but it looks like this is probably a battery-heavy product. And you can buy this in conjunction with buying this product. And so if you buy this product, you get 10% off. So you can add both to cart. And what happens is if enough people look at this deal and it's a good deal on a related item, what will often happen is you can get this frequently bought together batch. And so they've done a great job of really marketing their listings. This seems to be one of their best sellers, and it's Amazon's choice, one of the best products that they have available in terms of battery packs. So I would imagine that they probably use this section to drive more traffic to other listings that might be struggling a little more so they can get more exposure. Either way, it's a solid idea. This is definitely something you should take advantage of, and they do a good job of merchandising their products by using this feature where you can add both to cart and get a discount in the process of doing that. Now let's roll down to the enhanced brand content section. So this section is not available to you unless you are brand registered. So I touched on that earlier. This is a really, I think, important thing, at least in my experience, to be able to drive home that brand story through your listing. And so a normal description or a normal listing would only have this section, which is pure text and product description. Again, I've really emphasized so far in all the videos that having images really does a lot more than just text. So with an enhanced brand content, you're able to add more photos, you're able to add more features and images in conjunction with text to basically tell more about your brand and tell customers why they should be choosing you over anyone else. So really it's an opportunity to answer as many questions, to prevent window shopping. And also a cool thing is all the stuff here gets indexed. So this applies to both the description and also the enhanced brand content, but it gets indexed in terms of SEO and gets used in terms of when customers pull keyword searches. So it's important to optimize this section. As you can see, it's fully fledged out. They've added a lot of copy. They've really made sure to highlight every single feature. And they've even done comparison of their other products, which is really great. And so going down to the description, even in the description section, they've really nailed it down. They've broken apart every single feature and point by breaking up the text. Normally, Amazon it's pure text, so it's not HTML specific. You're gonna have to make that HTML yourself. And so I will go to more detail in the following lessons, but here you can see they've really made it easy to read. They've highlighted features, and they've included what's in the box. So again, your goal, answer as many questions as possible about the product so customers don't click around and go to other products. Looks like in Anchor's case, it's all Anchor products, so they really have nothing to worry about. So let's go into the next one. All right, next we have another product that I think does a great job of really their listing. This is a company, looks like Prep Naturals. And so this company does a great job. Just looking at the title alone, I can see that they're really prioritizing the main keywords. Again, I like to look at the title first. They're really making good use of the title space. Glass meal prep containers is obviously their main keyword. What I also like is they put 5-pack in the beginning. And the reason why this is important is because I touched on earlier the importance of making your listing mobile friendly. Now, if your product is shown on mobile, you're only going to get, let's say, up to this section shown on mobile. So it's really important that the customer knows what they're getting, not only through the image, but also through the title. So if, let's say, you have a set of 5 at the end, I personally might not see that, and I might go to something else that says 5-pack in the beginning. So that's a little trick that I like to do, especially if a multi-pack becomes really critical in the selling point of my product. All right, so they do a great job selling all the features in the title, making sure it's clear what they're selling, both desktop and mobile. And also here, they are taking advantage of the bullets. So they're using all 5 bullets, so it's a pretty solid listing. And let's go into the images. So the images, this is a great image. I used their image as an example before. I really love it because food containers in of itself are not exciting. They're usually see-through. In this instance, they really took advantage of using as much color as possible. They filled it up and merchandised the product with props, with almonds, blueberries, strawberries, enough to make the photo juicy. It gets you thinking about how you can use this product in your own life, and that's really what you want to get across in these photos. Now, if we keep scrolling through, you can see more images. This is a secondary image with infographics and information about how it's oven safe, microwave safe. Yeah, let's keep scrolling through. Same thing. Lifestyle image showing how the product could be used in your own life. Looks like they have their own bag here. And again, more images that feature, the dimensions of it, how much it weighs, how many ounces it holds, whether the product is stackable, and more lifestyle images. So, does it pass the test of do the images sell the product alone? I would say yes. I mean, if I weren't concerned about price, just by looking at these images, I know what I'm getting. And if this is what I'm looking for, I would probably buy this product. So yeah, I would say that they do a great job here. All right, let's keep going down. So special offers and promotions, just like Anchor, it looks like they have definitely taken advantage of this. It's not the same thing. It looks like you have to enter a code. So yeah, I would say my feedback here is that it's not as clear as Anchor is. They're not really merchandising it as well. With Anchor, you just had to add both to cart. In this instance, it seems like you have to click further. There's a couple more click points before being able to redeem the promotion. So I would say, they're doing an okay job on special offers, but it's a good thing that they're actually taking advantage of it to begin with. Let's actually see later. Okay, good. They're related products. It looks like they're all the owners of the frequently bought together section, which is really good. All right, going down to the description. So it looks like they are a brand and they own this enhanced brand content. So they do another solid job of enhanced brand content here. They use a lot of images, not as many as Anchor, but still a good job, better than just plain text description. And they show the dimensions of the product. They talk about the dimensions. They highlight the features here. They show the product being used in different use cases, and they also highlight their brand. This is something that a lot of companies don't do. They don't include a logo of their brand. And really, the purpose here is we want to build a relationship with the customer. So we want them to know our brand, get to know our brand, and when they go ahead and see more products from us, they're willing to go buy again and again. So having this just makes you more legitimate. I mean, it certainly looks better than just a plain description. It looks like they don't even have a plain description here, which I would not recommend. I definitely recommend that you fill both out because your listing is going to get indexed in both the enhanced brand content and the description. So yeah, that is Prep Naturals. Okay, so now you've seen two examples of really good listings. Again, they use all the primary keywords in their title. They make sure that it's mobile friendly. Good listings also use all the images and spaces available to show images. They make sure their main image pops out and that they can sell their product through images alone. That's really the ultimate smell test. They also take full advantage of the bullets, and they also use images in their enhanced brand content if that's available to you. Highly recommend that you do that. But also, if you're limited to just description in the meantime, they also make it very legible. They break it apart. They use bolding, and they sell you on the features and also make sure you know what you're getting. That's ultimately what it comes down to. We want to avoid window shopping by making sure customers know what they're getting. With that in mind, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And this is going to be an example of a listing that sucks. All right, here we go. Ever Ready First Aid Self-Adherent Cohesive Bandages, 4 inch by 5 yards, tan, 18 count. Title's okay. It's a little short for my taste. I think the title should be longer. You know, one reason why is probably because it's shipped and sold by Amazon. It's not sold by a private labeler. Either way, I think this is a good example of a listing that just sucks. There are a couple different reasons. I already mentioned the title is not good. Should be longer. There should be more keywords in there. More importantly, the bullets. I mean, what's with this? They're not taking full advantage of the amount of characters in the bullets. And even worse, there are no additional images. They don't even show that there's an 18 count. They just say it's an 18 count. If I were to say whether or not they sold the product by image alone, I would say hell no. So this is an example of a listing that is really, really bad. And if you find one that's doing really well, that's a huge opportunity for you to go ahead and copy and outmarket them because they are not taking full advantage of the space available for you to market your product. No special offers and promotions, that's forgivable. And the product description, wow, just one sentence right here. So in of itself, I think this is a perfect example of a product that is not good, or a listing that is not good. It does not sell itself. It's really hard to see, what additional features are available to this product. The only thing is you'd have to know what a cohesive bandage is in order for you to buy it. So again, I would say not a good listing. All right, let's go on to another one. Okay, here is another listing that I would say really fails the smell test. Right off the bat, let's go to title again. Right here, the title is not fully optimized and it's very limited in terms of how many keywords are in the title, so not good. Looking at the bullets, I mean, they use all 5 bullets, so I'll give them that credit. But again, they're not using the full characters available to them, and I think it's really a waste because especially the bullets in the title get indexed by Amazon for search results and customer searches. So I do think that this is really just a waste of space that they're not taking advantage of for this listing. The images, even worse. I'm really not happy with this main image, and here's why. I mean, this is just an image of the package. Now, shrunk to search results level, let's look here. This is what the image is going to look like in the search results. You can barely tell what the product is. I would say that they're better off, and the product would probably perform a lot better by having this as the main image, or even this. But again, you got to make sure that the images can sell the product in of itself. They aren't using any text, they're not highlighting any features, and they're using a bad main image. So this is definitely a product that you could use improvement, and I would say is like an F when it comes to how they display their images. Going down, we can see that they don't use any special offers and promotions, which is okay. I mean, you don't always have to use special offers and promotions, especially if you're just launching one product, but there's really not much going for this listing in terms of optimization. Over here, this is It's kind of different from enhanced brand content. This is a feature only available to retail companies. It's called A+ content, but it's similar enough. Either way, they are not taking full advantage of what's available to them. Anchor did a fantastic job. Prep Naturals did a pretty decent job. These guys only have 2 images, and it's basically the same one that we have in the original, which again doesn't really say much. And so, yeah, I mean, I think in terms of asking the question, does this listing sell me on the product, highlight the features, and tell me how it's different? I would say no. This listing would be an F in my book. All right, guys. Hopefully that helped you guys a lot in terms of being able to have a keen eye for what makes a good versus a bad listing. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments or in the Facebook group. Again, keep making moves, and I will see you in the next video.